Hi, my name is Jason Friesen. I'm not exactly the hugest or the biggest or an avid NHL fan, but I do like the NHL. I like hockey. I'm from Saskatoon. I mapped out where I think different teams should go. I do believe we should have a couple teams in the Sun Belt, but I believe that Gary Bettman dove into that way too fast. Do one team at a time, see if it'll work. But here we are with the map of how it is, all the NHL teams, and let's move on here. Where are we? Okay. We should move the Phoenix Coyotes to Saskatoon. I believe that's probably the best, or one of the best locations for the Coyotes to go. Winnipeg deserves a team. Yes, I'll get to that. But anyway, Saskatoon and the rest of Saskatchewan. This team would be located in Saskatoon, but the team would represent the whole province of Saskatchewan. So it wouldn't be just Saskatoon and surrounding areas, which has a population of now it's just under 300,000, I believe. But just like the Rider games, I believe the fan support would be phenomenal. The Riders have phenomenal attendance and fans. It's I compare that to what the Saskatchewan NHL team would be like. There are a lot of surrounding cities around Saskatoon. It's very centralized cities that it's a centralized city that is surrounded by other cities. Like, well, the newest city would be Martinsville. It's not that big of a place, but we got North Battleford, which runs, or it's what, an hour and a half away from Saskatoon. Prince Albert, same deal. That's another 100,000 people from those two cities, but everybody in between yet. So there's a lot of people in close proximity to Saskatoon that make that drive. That can easily make that drive, no problem, to make it to an NHL game. Regina is 2 hours away. That's not that far a drive. Some people drive from these cities to Saskatoon just for daily work. So all the surrounding areas in Saskatoon and in between would easily support the team, including Saskatoon. And let's move on here. Let's go to Winnipeg. Here we are. Winnipeg should definitely have a team. The city itself can probably support a team on its own almost. The city didn't prove themselves last time, but that doesn't mean that they can do it again. The whole province needs to be behind this team, I believe. Maybe it should be called the Manitoba somethings, even though I don't know if it would matter all that much. It might change things, might not, but it might help. Let's see here. The way I see it too is like, if Saskatoon had a team, we called it the Saskatoon some things, then people in Regina would still probably stick to their own favorite team from an outside province still. It could very well happen. So if we label it under the province, then they would probably start cheering for that team even though they're not from that city. But yeah, Winnipeg definitely should have a team. I'm taking some teams out from the Sun Belt here, so I'm not taking all of them out because I think there's potential out there. I just think people don't care about hockey out there, so why are you diving into there? There's no need for that. I think that there can be some teams in the Sun Belt, but I don't believe that there should be that many teams. And let's move on here. Let's go to where are we going to pay? Let's go to Halifax. Halifax definitely needs a hockey team, and I believe that it shouldn't be called the Halifax whatevers. I believe it should be called the Maritime team. The whole it could represent all the Maritimes. That way, all the Maritime people will support that team, and I guarantee that they would sell out that the stadium, no problem. If you just label it under Halifax, I don't know how far that would go, but yeah, like I say, all the Maritimes can support this team, and would be willing to make the distance, the drive, whatever, to go see the team. It would definitely be something that they can be proud of, because they don't have any pro sports teams out there at all, and they deserve one. So let's move on here. Go back. As you see here, I just took a team out of Florida. Florida absolutely does not need two teams. Leave one team there. Yeah. That way, your attendance will come from all of Florida, and not just certain cities from Florida. Because, like I say, that they don't care about hockey as much out there. But if you want hockey to survive in Florida, I think you got to take one team out so that the rest of Florida supports one team. Population doesn't always mean everything. They don't care. A lot of them don't care about hockey out there. But Quebec City definitely needs their team. Needs a team. I don't know if I'm taking the right teams away and putting them into the right cities, but I don't know if it matters all that much. I don't think it would all that much. But as long as these places do get NHL teams, I think they would be happy. But this is, I believe that was all I wanted to show. No, that's Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Winnipeg, Halifax, Quebec. Yeah. Okay. Some of his Sunbelt teams, just to do whatever, I don't know what he's thinking, but just so we meet halfway, and I believe that these Sunbelt teams will be more successful with less teams along the Sunbelt, and I believe that Canada will support these teams a lot more than any Sunbelt team will. Here's my vision of what the NHL map should look like.